Alright my friends, so as you can see we finally have the official release date for version 3.1, so we are going to talk about it and what we could see in it, and I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. Now before we start, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail, and without any further ado, let's just get started. So the official date is basically, as you can see, the 14th of February 2025, which is pretty cool. It's within 4 days, so we should expect basically the drip marketing for version 3.2 as well very soon. Either tomorrow or after tomorrow we should get already the first character that is coming in version 3.2, which is exciting and I can't wait to see who it is going to be. Now what could we see in version 3.1? Well, I think that the one that is the most obvious is basically the kit and animations for 3B and Mydei, obviously. But outside of that, what else could we see? Well, we should see some information about the upcoming story. Hopefully they aren't going to leak any, or they aren't going to spoil anything important, but we should get basically information about whether there is a new final boss, for example. If you watched my previous video, I did actually talk about a potential boss that we might face, and that boss looks absolutely insane. Like seriously, I can't wait to see whether they are going to make him the boss for version 3.1 or not, but that boss looks absolutely insane. So we should get information about something like that. We should also get information about all of the events that we are going to get during version 3.1, and then maybe hopefully a new pet, because as you can see here we have Chimera, and this is actually pretty interesting because usually they don't add these little creatures basically in the thumbnail of the live stream, so him standing there might mean, him or her, whatever it is, might be actually an indication that we might get our second pet, because as you know, the only pet we have right now is that little pig thing or whatever it is. We still don't have any other pet yet, and Chimera is the perfect, it's just the perfect pet they can give us. So please, for the love of God, give us this pet already. I don't know why did they not give us it immediately in 3.0, because that would have been so perfect, but please. Please MiHoYo, we need Chimera as a pet. Oh my god, it looks so gorgeous and so cute, it's just ridiculous. I really need Chimera as a pet. I might never change actually Chimera as my pet if we get it, unless we get something even better, which I don't know if there is a possibility of that. Like seriously, look at how cute it is, man, it's just ridiculous. Especially my favorite one is basically the red one. It looks so cool and it looks so similar to Mydei, it's just ridiculous, like seriously. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Either way, it's like having basically a chibi Mydei following you everywhere you go. It's just absolutely insane. Either way, these are some of the information that we are going to get. We should also get basically the 10 free pools that we usually get every version update. Maybe something that we don't know about that is going to happen here. For example, maybe they are going to talk about the buffing old characters, because they did state that they are going to start buffing them, but they didn't state when they are going to start buffing them. So it could be during version 3.1, it could be 3.2, it could be 3.3, but I don't think that it is going to take longer than that, because usually if it is going to take longer than 3 months, they don't tend to basically talk about it unless it is basically a collab event. If it is a collab event, then they might talk about it, but outside of that they usually don't talk about the information unless they are very close to releasing them. So them specifying that they are going to buff old units in the news, I think is a pretty much confirmation that we are going to see that implemented into the game. sooner than later. I think that it should be in 3.1, 3.2 or 3.3. I don't think that it is going to take longer than that. But we will see, we will see. I am hoping that they are going to start up with Seele, because Seele is one of the absolutely most favorite characters in the game, and she is basically a character that doesn't really need that much, to be honest. Her kit right now, even though it doesn't say anything, it is actually very good, and if they buff her stats and buff her abilities a little bit, maybe make her resurgence last for 2 turns, for example. Make her ultimate reduce toughness regardless of whether they are basically weak to quantum or not, and make her skill deal a little bit more damage, and I think that that is going to be more than enough. Raise her stats, increase her abilities as I said, and that should be more than enough to make her actually usable in the meta. She is a very good character, and being able to kill an enemy and then receiving another turn with resurgence with increased buffs, that is going to be absolutely ridiculous. So I am hoping that they would start basically with Seele first and then go to other characters, but we will see what they are going to do. Obviously, I don't think that they are going to do all of the characters basically one after another in order, because that would make people know when a certain character is going to get buffed, and therefore it isn't going to be a surprise. So I think that even though if they start basically with Seele, they aren't going to jump to Jing Yuan after her, but they will jump to someone else, I think. Either way, they are most likely going to make it so that the character that they are buffing is going to fit with the meta that they are trying to create with the new characters. I think that this is what they are going to do for sure, so we will see how they are going to handle it. Now, when it comes to the new characters, my most favorite one here is Mydei, obviously. Regardless of whether he is good or not, I am summoning for him 100%, especially after I lost my pity for Aglaia. I am not going to summon for Aglaia anymore, but instead I will save my pity for Mydei, and I will get him, and that would be just absolutely ridiculous. He is a goat, and every time we get a goat, since they are very rare to get in a gacha game, I am pulling that goat. I am pulling that goat. Now imagine pulling this goat and getting a goat like this, but the red one, as a pet, and then moving with them in Amphoreus. That is going to be a dream coming true. Either way, this is what I wanted to talk about. I would love to hear your opinion about it in the comments section below. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell beside it to stay notified with everything new about Honkai Star Rail. And until next time, see you as always in the next video.